Alright, so what's going on everyone? As you know, the new Sunken Curse has come out, and this has brought some new Cursed Mermaid statues into the world. In my previous video, I essentially covered how to complete it all and what you need to do, but I thought maybe in this video I might dive a little bit deeper into spotting the actual mermaids itself, because if you didn't know, there's actually no set spawn for them, but they do change from world to world, and they do have the ability to regenerate. So, say if you destroy one, then another ship comes along maybe 5 minutes later, another one will appear for them. Alright, so now you have an idea of how these mermaids actually work. Let's actually just get into how to find them. And I do want to give a big shout out to the people in the comments, because actually I did find out a couple of these through my comment section of my previous video, so feel free to check that out if you want to go a little bit deeper into this event itself. Alright, so the first one, and this is actually one that I found from the comments, is you can actually see them like a little flicker. So you know when you see like a message in a bottle or a tinklet somewhere on an island, how it has that gold or white flicker? Now this time the mermaids have either a red, a blue, or a green flicker depending on what's under the water, and these can be seen at day or at night. They're actually not hard at all to spot. So essentially it works the same as how everything else would. Say if you're sailing across Thieves Haven, let's say, and you see a little red flicker in the water, it is a very, very safe bet that there will be a red mermaid where that flicker is. And this actually works for no matter what level they're on, so if they're deep or if they're up in the reefs, you can still see it. Now, although I do say they are the same, they're actually a little bit dimmer than what you'd find if you're looking for tinklets. Now, just quickly, but I'm sure this goes without saying, if you do want to take out these mermaids pretty quickly, I'd suggest getting gunpowder barrels. I did read a couple comments saying that they don't actually work with gunpowder barrels, but all it is it takes a little bit to register. I can confirm that they do work with gunpowder barrels. So that clears up why I've got that little clip of me collecting barrels at the start of the video. Alright, so we've established to look for the flickers, but now moving on to the next thing. Actually, just quickly, at the end of the video, I have got a montage of where I found some of the mermaid statues, so feel free to stick around for that. Alright, so this is also another way to do things. This works better if you're actually doing a mission, and you just want to see if there's actually a statue on the island that you're doing the mission. What I like to do is I like to put my sails at half mast and just do a small cruise around the island and actually listen to see if I can hear the sound of the mermaids. If you don't know what the sound of the mermaids is, it's essentially just the same sound we're in the Ferry of the Damned, that little hum you get when it's all quiet. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But what I like to do, as I said, is when you're going around the ship, what you want to do is just stand on the edge or the bowsprit and just have a look with your telescope and just see what you can see. Because more often than not, if it's actually in the reefs or close to the island, you can see it from the boat. Of course, this works better at nighttime because of the glow, but it can be done in the day. Alright, so going on to the sound now. This is actually really, really good if you want to find a mermaid and it's not close to the island and it's quite deep and you can't see it from the ship. Turn up your music and audio in the settings, and you will be able to hear it when you get close to it. Of course, the closer you get to it, the louder the hum is, and when you're right on top of it, there's no way you can miss it, even with low settings. Of course, a headset's best, but I'd assume you'd be playing with a headset anyway, if you're playing with other people. But yeah, that's just another sure way to find the mermaids if you can't see them. Alright, so there are the big tips you can use to find the statues. A little bit later on in the video, because we're coming to the end now, I'll actually have a montage of where to find them, or the ones I found. And yeah. So essentially what you're going to want to do is when you're doing these, do be careful, because I've actually had a couple galleons that have come up to try and kill me because they thought I've had loot on there. So yeah, as in the other updates in my experience, a lot of people have actually been quite friendly and we've worked together, but now it seems that people don't care too much and they just want to try and steal your loot, so just be on the lookout for that. Alright, so I'm going to finish up the commentary here and just let the montage play without my voice, but I thank you guys for watching, and if you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, then hit the bell if you want to be notified about when I upload videos, which is possibly a good idea because every week I upload content on how to complete these challenges within the first 1 or 2 hours upon release. And I'm not exaggerating with that, actually with the last 4 weeks, my channel has been the first one to post videos on how to do this. So yeah, I'm actually fairly excited about this. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to stop talking now. If you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like as I've said, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.